Hi everyone, it's Melissa. Today's video is favorites. And I started out with my hair down and everything, but this time of year in the South, in a real old house, filming upstairs with original windows, even though we do have awnings up, it gets hot up here and the air conditioner just keeps running. So the hair had to come up. But I may film a little bit downstairs where it's a little bit cooler sometime too. But I do like to film here because it's just so convenient. Anyway, you didn't need to know all that. I'm going to go ahead and get started on my favorites. This is favorites. These are favorites for May and part of June also. The first one is something I just realized, and it's because of quarantine. This past year. When I was a little girl, I liked to, be outside all the time and run. I was a real rough and tumble little girl, real tomboy. I asked for race cars and stuff, as well as dolls for my birthday and Christmas. Played, with all the little boys and football, basketball, baseball, whatever the sport was. As I got older, I became more of an inside person. The pandemic forced all of us to be outside more. I wanted to be able to see my family, so we would see each other outside. And then we started playing badminton, we started playing croquet, we started playing soccer, we started playing kickball, we started playing wiffle ball, and I realized how much I enjoyed outdoor sports. I had missed it, and so I've rediscovered that really last year. I just realized it this year, and the reason I did was my daughter Saturday, she had her 45th birthday, and we went to play frisbee golf, and we just had so much fun. And I thought, there's another outdoor activity. I think a good time would be to do it here. It was kind of hot, but we still enjoyed it. Would be in the fall when it's a little bit cooler and maybe the leaves are changing, because it's a pretty little course. But we had a great time. So now I'm going to get to more favorites to show. The first two are TV shows. The first one is Line of Duty. Oh my goodness, what a TV show. I would put it up there as a drama with my favorite all-time, I think, TV show, which is Breaking Bad. This one is kind of like that too. It is a UK show, and from what I understand, this season broke all kinds of records for viewers watching in the UK. So we, here in the United States, we are on episode 4. So, don't tell me any spoilers down below. This is a very intelligent TV show. This is a very sophisticated TV show. You have to pay attention, and it is continuous from season to season. So if you haven't watched it, this is season 6. It's worth it to go back to season 1 to watch it. In fact, Doug and I have put a pause, and we went back to season 1 and started watching it again, because they refer back in the current season. They would say, so-and-so, well, remember when so-and-so died? And Doug and I would be like, who's so-and-so? We don't remember who that is. We watched all of season 1, and now we remember who so-and-so is and how it pertains to the current season. So pay attention, make it be kind of logical, and you will really enjoy it. Lots of twists and turns, lots of interesting things. It's just a great show. What it's about is an anti-police corruption unit in the UK. So that's what it's by. The second one is called Grace, and while I liked it, Doug really liked it a lot. We've watched a couple of shows. I think we've watched 2. So this is another UK police show, and it is very good, intense. Sometimes I have to hide my eyes, and I can't quite look. Doug is claustrophobic, and so there was one part of an episode that he just, no, I can't look at that. That really bothered him. It stars John Sim, who's a really good actor, but I tell you, a show that he was in that it was up there with Breaking Bad also. It was from about 2006, and it was called Life on Mars. What a TV series, what a TV show. Oh my goodness. Wow, and it had a beginning and it had an ending. It starred John Sim, and he's a good actor. He plays a detective, a British detective, and it's current times, and he is in the parking lot of the police station, getting out of his car, getting ready to go into the police station. And so when he opens the door and steps out, bam, he gets hit by a car. And he hits his head really hard. So when he wakes up, he's gone back to the 1970s. And he doesn't know why. And it's the same police station that he works in present time, but he's back in the 1970s. So you've got the disco, and you've got the disco clothes, and the 70s clothes, and the 70s hair, and the mustaches that the men wore that made them look a little bit like porn stars, the music. So he is trying to, he has to adapt, because they're like, what's wrong with you? And he has to adapt. So it's just really, really good. Life on Mars, John Sim, watch it. If you're going to watch either that or Grace, I would watch Life on Mars. The next one, I'll have to show you a picture. I'll show it to you in a minute. It is a front-wearing dog carrier for small dogs. So it's like a baby carrier, except it has little holes for its front paws, little holes for its rear paws, and a little hole for its tail. And weekend before last, we had a festival downtown. And so we took Oliver, and it was hot, and his little paws get hot, and he just likes to be up. I think he's afraid people are going to step on him. So Doug wore him around that festival, and that is a real man. And I tell you, it made me love him even more that he wore that dog around all day long on his chest. But anyway, here's a picture of it. Now the color that we bought, that is unavailable, but they have different colors. And Doug said to just look at the chart about the weight. Oliver's about 14 pounds, something like that. And we got the extra large for him. But Doug said, look at the chart, and it's very accurate. So that dog carrier, and Oliver loves it. When Doug starts putting it on, Oliver starts jumping, trying to get into it. But it is great. Doug has worn it several times, and it's just always so adorable when he does. So that dog carrier was a big hit for me. The next one looks like a tennis racket. It is actually a bug zapper. Primarily for us, a mosquito zapper. Mosquitoes are terrible here. They love me. They wait outside the door for me to come out. They have a margarita party on my body, and they just love my blood, I guess. But what we ordered this from this company, and I'm going to tell you something about the company that I don't like. But first I'm going to talk about the product. The product is really good, and you get 2 of these in one box. For the price of $37, you get 2 of these. It comes on a stand, you charge it by USB, and it zaps them. So I ordered one, and my son and my daughter, we all have them, and they come in a box, so all the adults have one. So we said, and mosquitoes are terrible, terrible for us. Very, very bad here. And when I get bit, which I get bit multiple times, a lot of times it will swell up, and it will stay swollen for a couple of days. So I just really have a hard time with them. And all the grandkids do too. But anyway, so we sit there and we just wave it. And it kind of helps to clear them out. With all of us waving it, it's like they just don't want to come around in our yard much anymore. So we do that for a little bit, and they're just kind of out of the way. It's like they know that, hey, we're going to get electrocuted if we go in that yard. But it has really helped so far. It has really helped. But I really like it. It works 2 ways. You can turn it on the first on and push the button and wait, zap it as you push the button. Or you can turn it all the way on and it will stay on, and you can set it down, and bugs, if they run into it, they will get zapped. But we just love it, and it's just a real bargain getting 2 of them. Now, what I don't like is I think this company is shady as heck. So with it, I got a little gift card, and I've already thrown it away, or I would read it to you. It says it's a little Amazon gift card for $20. It said, give us a 5-star review, take a picture of the 5-star review along with your order number, and send it to this email, and they give you an email, and we will send you the code to unlock that $20 gift card. So what they're doing is they are buying 5-star reviews. Now, I don't like that. Oh, and at the end they say, do not show this card on your review in order to protect your Amazon account. Yeah, that's not why they don't want you to do it. They don't want you to mention it on your review because they don't want Amazon to know they're doing something shady. And it is shady. It is not fair because people are not giving what they might feel like is an accurate review. They're given a 5-star review in order to get $20 back. I think that is wrong. I mean, I think it's real wrong. And the bad thing about it is, it's a great product. I would give it 5-star reviews. I really would, on its own, if they hadn't even sent me that card. But the fact that they're doing that, it makes me want to give them a 1-star review and tell everybody, you know, how shady they are. But it is not a 1-star product. To me, it's a 5-star product. And to all the rest of us, it's a 5-star product. It's a great product. But I don't like that, especially somebody doing YouTube that we like to give reviews on stuff. For somebody to do like that on Amazon and buy good reviews, that's so unfair. It's so unfair to the people that depend on people to give good reviews. It's very unfair. Anyway, I thought I would mention that, but it is a good product, and you get 2 of them for the price of $37. It's well worth it to me. Okay, the next one is, this time of year especially, with all the changes in the pressure and stuff in the air, I get sinus headaches. And the only thing that would ever cure them or help them would be Advil. I don't like to take a lot of Advil. I rediscovered this. It is the Seagate Olive Leaf Spray. Mine's got a big M on the front of it where I put it to keep it straight from Doug's. He's got his own tube of it. But a spray in each nostril when I feel that headache coming on, and it will not appear. If for some reason it does come, and you know, I've missed the boat of spraying this, I just have to spray it, and then maybe a couple of hours later spray it again, and just 1 in each nostril, and that headache just doesn't come, and it goes away quickly. And I don't get, it says it's for like difficulty breathing, mucus blockage, swelling of mucous membranes, runny nose. It's not my nose that gets stopped up, it is my sinuses. They just get completely stopped up, and it just causes that sinus headache. Running nose, sinus pressure and congestion, blocked nose. If you get head stuffiness, if you get sinus headaches, if you get any kind of upper respiratory thing like that in your head, this is a great product. It is wild indigo. But I have had the best luck with it over any other kind of thing I've tried, any drug that I've tried. It does a good job. And something else besides the sinus headaches, I was lucky enough to start a fever blister or cold sore. You can feel that tingling starting, and it gets those little cluster of blisters, you know, and then they scab over and it just looks terrible. There's no way to hide it. Abreva. As soon as you feel that tingle, if you start using Abreva, it takes it away. Even if I had some of the little blisters forming, you know, all together. I put the Abreva on. It says to use it about 5 times a day. I would just put it on every time I thought about it, and it just took it away. It didn't scab over. It just went away. Now, if you go ahead and get your full fever blister, if you will start using this, it will make it dry up faster. Because fever blisters or cold sores, they just hang around for a long time. They really do. So I use it when I don't get them very often, but occasionally, and occasionally Doug will. So we keep this in the house, Abreva. Swear by it. Best thing for fever blisters, cold sores. The next one, Neutrogena Makeup Wipes. They're great for taking off your eye makeup, especially your eye makeup. This is what I use them for, is taking off my eye makeup. I will wash my face, whatever's left over around my eyes, I will clean it up with the Neutrogena wipes. Now, this time of year, I like to wear this kind of a bronzing oil it's a dry oil that is by the Body Shop, and I put it on my legs to try to, to even out my legs, make them look better. Sometimes I'll use that Sally Hansen airbrush legs, or if you self-tan. If you take a bath, but even in your shower, when you scrub all that stuff off, it gets in your shower. But if you take a bath and you let that water out, it is all over your bathtub. I mean, it is covered. That bronzy stuff is left behind in your bathtub. I scrubbed on them. I worked on them. I tried real hard to get them off, and eventually I would. But one day, I grabbed one of my makeup wipes that I'd used the night before and just kind of wet it. And I started wiping it, and that stuff went off just like that. It was as if I was wiping makeup off my face or my eyes or something. It did a perfect job. It left my tub shiny. It left it just clean as a whistle. I could not believe how well it worked to clean off your bathtub from products that are left behind. So not only will it take off makeup, it will take all your tanning products that are left behind on your bathtub. Who knew? But this is, I tell you, this is the best hack I've ever done, that I've ever used. This is the best one, because we have a clawfoot tub. We have to be careful with the products we use. This is not abrasive, and it just cleans it up really pretty. So I'm real tickled with using that. The next are clips, these little claw clips for your hair. I measured, they are 2 inches wide. And I use them when I want to wear my hair curly. So if I wash it at night and want to wear it curly, I will put some styling mousse in it, and then I will put it up in a scrunch, and then just take a whole bunch of these and put it on top of my head to hold the scrunch in place. It finishes drying that way. When I take it down with no heat, when I take it down the next morning, it has really nice formed curls that are not frizzy, and they last because it has dried that way. So I love these. These are just very valuable to me for doing curly hair, because it really keeps that scrunch in place that you have to have with curly hair, and you're not adding the heat, and you're not handling your hair a whole lot. You're keeping it in place, and that keeps it from getting frizzy and makes you form nice curls. So love these. Okay, the Victoria Beckham eyeshadow. It looks like a little palette. It's in the color Tweed. It is a very mighty palette. I've shown it. I did a look last video. I have used and used and used, and it's still, even from the last video, I've used the heck out of it. It still is going strong. It still looks terrific. It doesn't have any fallout. It sticks to the brush, and then it sticks to your eye, but it blends well. It's such a great quality eyeshadow. I can't believe how little it looks like I've used when I've used a ton. So, I don't know, it's just good. Sticks to that brush, goes on your eyes. This is a love-hate. This, on the other hand, is her eyeliner in Bordeaux that I mentioned. I love the color, prettiest color I've ever used. It is extremely soft. You have to sharpen it every time you use it, just about. I did put it in the freezer. People suggested that. It helped a little bit, but you still have to sharpen it very often. And it just, yeah, it just gets used up fast, really fast. It's getting shorter and shorter as I use it. I think, I do like the L'Oreal Burgundy. That's a good one. I think I'm going to get the Urban Decay. They have a wine color one. And I think I'll get it and compare it to this one, because a lot of people do like the Urban Decay eyeliners. I don't know that I've ever used them, but yeah, I do have one. Yeah, and they last real well. Yeah, they're good quality and they last really well. So I will try their Burgundy and see how it compares to Miss Beckham's Bordeaux eyeliner. But this one's beautiful. But so while it's a favorite, it's also a fail. So a little bit of mixture there. Okay, I had to buy a new flat iron this time. And I had my flat iron for quite a few years. Before that, I had a Chi that lasted forever. So I just bought another Chi from Ulta. It is red enamel. I like it. It's got the controls on the inside. You can make it as cool or as warm as you want. You push it, heats up very quickly, about 30 seconds. You push a button and it goes to your previous setting, your last used setting, and it just does a great job. They also included a small bottle of their heat protectant with it, but this is a really good flat iron, so I thought I would mention it. Very simple, basic stuff. Okay, shampoo and conditioner from Abreva. This is their Sap Moss. Now, my stylist told me that it was new, but I thought they had it a while back and they just brought it back again. I detested this. She gave me 2 generous little tubes of the shampoo and conditioner. I loved the way it did my hair, but the shampoo just did not lather. I kept squeezing it and add more, and I know you're supposed to add more water. I would add more water, but I still couldn't get it to lather well. The second shampoo would be better. So last time I got my hair done, she said, "What did you think of it?" And I said, "I didn't like it." And she said, "Why not?" And I said, "Because I couldn't get it to lather." There was another stylist in there, and she said, "What you do is," they both said, "you add a little, either do your first shampoo in a regular shampoo, or you just add a little bit of regular shampoo to the Sap Moss shampoo, and that will get it to lather, but you'll still get the benefit of the Sap Moss." So that's what I did. I added a little bit of the Neutrogena shampoo to my first shampoo of this, rinsed it out, that got all the dirt out, and then the second shampoo I just used this and it lathered better because all the dirt was already out. Speaking of Neutrogena, I still use the treatment that you leave in, the step 3, and I still derma roll. I am not using the shampoo and conditioner except on spots, except to add a little bit to this, and I put a little bit of the conditioner right here and right here. Those are my areas where I get the thinnest. So far, I'm not losing any more hair. I keep a little hair catcher in my drain, so I keep monitoring how much hair I lose. And it is the same as it has been when I've been using the Neutrogena. But those are the 2 areas where I seem to lose hair, where it seems to shed the most. And just using a little bit of that conditioner that tingles there and using the treatment there, that seems to be okay. And I can do the benefit of using these all over my hair. So that's been what I've been doing recently. My last one is, I always used a Fitbit, and mine finally just died. And so I went to buy another one. They didn't have the one that I had. It was kind of simple, and the new ones were just complicated and just things I didn't seem to need. I just wanted to do my steps, my heart rate, some sleep, and just tell the time, simple things like that. So I got this one. I had actually bought it for one of my granddaughters for Christmas. And I started looking at it, and I asked my daughter, I said, "Does she like that?" And she said, "Yes, she loves it, and she keeps up with her steps, and she tells us how many steps she's had, and it's very dependable." So I bought it, and I love it. Very easy to charge. The Fitbit was a little hard to charge. This one, you just take one of the straps off and plug it into a USB port, and it charges quickly, holds the charge for a really long time. It's very accurate, keeps up with my steps very well. Everything that I want it to do, and it does something that I don't know why. I guess I'm a nerd or something. But when I reach my goal, which is I've set mine for 10,000 steps a day, it starts vibrating, and I look down and fireworks go off. Now that just is so satisfying to me. Like I said, I must be a nerd, but that just, I work to get those fireworks every day. So I love that, and I'm glad that this does that. It's called a Lintelek, Lintelek fitness tracker, $26 on Amazon. So that, I've been really tickled with it. So those are all my favorites for the month of May into June. Hope everyone has a good week. I really appreciate everyone watching so much. I know I always say that, but I really do. And I'm always, when I see that people have watched and left comments, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's wonderful. I'm always so tickled. But thank you for watching. Have a wonderful week. Talk to you soon, and stay blessed. Bye-bye.